Shelter from the Bombs, written and directed by Martin James, performed by the SBPlayers. The city of Hull, or as it was referred to at the time, a northeast coastal town, suffered over 1,000 hours of aerial bombardment between 1940 and 1945. The city was the most severely damaged city in the UK, with over 95% of houses damaged. Over 152,000 people were made homeless, with over 3,000 persons injured. Sadly, over 1,200 souls lost their lives in the bombing.
Gran! Gran! Oh, where is she? We have to get to the cenotaph soon and she goes wandering off again. Gran! Here! Gran, what are you doing here? We need to get going if we want to get to the memorial service. What is this place?
We've got time yet, love. I've not been here for a very long while. I didn't even know it still existed until your dad found it when he was doing up the old house and dug it out.
What is that? It stinks of cats in here.
It may well do, but if it wasn't for this place, you and I probably wouldn't exist.
What do you mean, Gran?
This place is very important to our family. Back in 1941 there was an air raid. This is the air raid shelter your great-great-grandfather built, and one night bombs hit our house, destroying it. My mum was pregnant with me at the time, and if it wasn't for this place I would have never been born, and so neither would you.
Whoa!
Yeah, whoa. It was the day that your great-grandmother Enid received a telegram telling her that my father was missing in the war. At the time she didn't know if he was alive or dead. Sit down, Rebecca, I'll tell you the story. It was one evening in June in 1941. The air raid was going.
Bert, get in here, will you? They'll be here soon.
In a minute, love.
Get in here, you mad old bugger. Dad! Dad, they're coming.
I'm coming, love. Oh, now, here. Let me get this ruddy light lit. Oh, God, have we got everything? Gas mask, blankets, yeah? Right, hey, yeah, that's better, isn't it, eh? Hey, if we must carry an hole in the ground, at least let's make it a comfortable hole. Best air raid shelter in all this is.
You daft old sod, you could have been killed.
Don't be silly, woman. Bloody Hitler will have to get up earlier than that to take down this old soldier. Hey, now let's get comfy. We might be in here for a while if that last air raid is anything to go by.
I'll make a cuppa. Tea, everyone.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah,
good,
thanks,
yeah,
Mum.
yeah.
I'll just hang this lantern on this hook.
Aye.
Right.
Yeah, there we go.
Are you alright there, Lizzie?
Yes, Grandad, just a bit scared.
Scared? Nothing to be scared about. This shelter is a tough old thing, you know. I made it myself. None of that Anderson shelter stuff the government tried to foist onto us. Flimsy materials there. This is solid concrete, you know, love.
Yes, Grandad, I know. You say that every time we go down here. It's just, Lucy was saying at work that in the other raid, they bombed City Square and nothing was left afterwards, and that they killed all the Wallace family. Lucy was saying that the German bombs are getting bigger and stronger. Lucy said soon nothing could stop them.
Lucy says far too much. Idle tongues wag too much. And next time I see her mother, we'll have words.
Ma'am.
Ma'am, nothing. I'll have no more talk of that young lady. Since she started working at that ruddy shop, all I've heard is Lucy this and Lucy that.
Hey, easy, love. She was just talking. Well, and she was right. City Square's in a right old state. Just the old Prudential Tower is left. Hey, Charlie was working over that way the other week, and he was saying loads of people were killed that night.
Well, yes, that's as maybe. But let's not be filling their child's head with such stuff.
Ma'am, I'm nearly 16. I'm not a child anymore.
You're only 15. Too young to be thinking about people being killed.
Ma'am, I've known about loads of people being killed in this horrible war. I see all the burnt out buildings every day when I walk to work. We see them being pulled out and their families crying over the bodies.
Oh, oh,
Mum, what's wrong? You've been funny ever since this morning.
oh, it's nothing, love. Oh, I'm sorry for being snappy. Oh, why don't you go and help your gran with the tea? And don't worry, we'll be fine in here. It's tough as old boots, this shelter, isn't it, Dad?
Good quality concrete. Nothing bloody Hitler's got is getting into here.
Yes, ma'am.
What's really wrong, love? I can tell something's up.
Oh, I got a telegram today in the post, Dad.
Oh, and what did it say, love?
I don't know. I haven't opened it yet. I signed for it. I didn't open it. I told the lad not to wait for a reply, because I'm scared of what it might say. Oh, it's got to be about Arthur. I mean, why else would I get a telegram? And it had the War Office stamp on it.
Well, yeah, it could be bad news, but look, you'll never know until you open it.
But what if he's been captured? Or worse, killed? What will I do then? What with Lizzie growing up and the little one on its way? I'm not sure I can raise two on my own, Dad.
Your Flight Lieutenant Parker's a strong old bugger. It would take a lot to get rid of him, you know. God knows he hung around you enough when you were growing up together. Never once did he do you wrong, and he won't do so now, love, if he can help it.
But what if he's...
Ain't no point living with what ifs, and you'll never know unless you open it.
It's in my coat pocket. Just a minute.
What's the matter, Enid? Lizzie tells me you're upset about something. Is it the baby?
No, it's nothing, Mum. Just worried about our house. What with all these bombs falling, the house at the end of the street was hit in the last one.
Well, it's a good job you were over here for tea when them bloody sirens went off. That Ruddy Anderson you've got is no match for the Walker Special here.
Are you sure, love? There's nothing else, is there?
No, I'm sure, Mum.
Grandad, how come you built this whole thing?
Well, as you know, I was in the engineering corps during the last war. Well, one thing I learned was you can't have enough safety around you. So when Mr. Hitler started making nasty noises, I had this thing built to my design. Yeah, it only took a few weeks to build, but it saved our lives a few times, I can tell you.
Yes, dear. Now drink your tea, love.
Hey, now, Hilda, it's just a bomb, love. About 2 or 3 streets away, judging by the sound. Those bloody German parts couldn't hit a barn door if they tried. They're supposed to aim for military targets, not people's houses. Well, that's what Mr. Churchill tells us anyway.
I hate this. When will this bloody war end? It's been nearly 2 years already.
Well, let's all hope it's not as long as the last one. All for Christmas, they told us. Well, we all know how that worked out, don't we, eh? This one is different. It's more mechanical. More planes and bombs.
Well, that's the bit that scares me, Bert. The last one was horrible. We lost so many good men in that stupid war. But at least the children were safe at home mostly. Oh, those bombs and raids. Oh, everyone carrying gas masks. No one is safe, even in their own homes. And those rumours about what that monster is doing. Oh, chills the blood, that does.
Hey, now, Hilda, we'll have none of that sort of chat. Our boys are doing a fine job, and I'm sure they will have bloody Jerry running back home before long.
Lucy's dad says that we're going to lose the war and that the Germans will invade soon and that we'll all have to learn to speak German and go around saying Heil Hitler all the time.
Lucy's dad should keep those traitorous thoughts to himself, I think. What on earth would your father say if he heard you say that? Anyway, why is Lucy's dad not fighting like the rest of them, eh?
Ma'am, you know who was injured in the last war. He works very hard in the shop and he hates the fact that he struggles to walk.
So he says. But it's funny that his limp seems to disappear whenever there's an opportunity to get some cheap stock for him to sell. Or when the pub opens.
Ma'am!
Hey, Ned. Now listen, that's enough. I know you're worried about that telegram, but there's no need for that kind of talk in this family.
What
Dad!
telegram?
God.
Enid?
Sake.
Enid, love. What telegram? Why didn't you tell us? What does it say?
She doesn't know because she hasn't opened it yet.
Oh,
Ma'am?
Enid. Enid, love, you must open it. You have to know.
But what if it's the worst news? What if he's been killed?
Oh, well, if that's what it says, then we'll have to deal with it the same way we do with everything. As a family.
Ma'am, we need to know, Ma'am. It might not be as bad as you think.
Oh, my baby girl. I'm so sorry for being so nasty to you. I've been so worried since it was delivered this morning. I could tell it was one of those telegrams by the stamp on it. And I've been so scared. I'm sorry, love. Oh, Dad.
Right, look, do it quick, love, like ripping off a plaster.
Dad, I can't. You read it, please.
Oh, immediate to Mrs. E.C. Parker, 45 Holness Road, Hull. Immediate from Air Ministry, Kingsway, 14/6/41. Deeply regret to inform you that your husband, Flight Lieutenant Arthur James Parker, is now reported to be missing, presumed dead as a result of air operations on May 29th, 1941. Letter confirming this telegram, giving all available details will follow. Oh, love. I'm so sorry, love. Oh, no. Oh, come
Oh,
on.
Enid. Oh, I'm so sorry. Arthur is a fine man. A fine, brave man. I'm sure he'll be okay. After all, he has a lot to fight for. I'm sure he will turn up just fine, love.
But, Mum, what if he's dead? What we're going to do then? What about the little one? He or she may never know their father, never know how loving and brave he is.
Oh, now then, love. We must have none of that. It says missing, presumed dead. Not definitely dead. You have to have hope that he will be okay. They always say presumed dead, and they often turn up fine, or at the very least a POW. But better a prisoner than dead, love.
I know, Mum, you're right. It's just, I've had a bad feeling all day, and now this.
Ma'am, we've got to believe Dad will be okay. We must have hope.
You're right, Lizzie. I'm sorry. Oh, come over here, love. Oh, we'll stick together. We'll
I'll
be fine.
make another brew, shall I?
Yeah. that's a good idea.
The British answer to everything. Tea. The war starts. Put on a brew. The bombs fall. Put on another brew. Your house is blown apart. Dig out an old kettle and make a cuppa. Oh, your husband's missing in action and the answer's tea. Oh, what would we do without it?
Well, I think it gives us something to do with our hands when things get bad. Hey, but I know of something better than tea.
Oh, we're not drinking alcohol, Dad. That'll never help anything. Besides, Lizzie's too young.
I've had a drink before. Dad let me have a drink of whiskey last time he was home. It made me feel a bit sick, though. Dad laughed at me and said not to gulp it next time and only to sip it.
Did he? Well, he never told me that. Oh, just you wait till I see him next.
See, that's better, love. Now you're thinking in the right way.
Anyway, I don't think alcohol will help at the moment.
No, not alcohol. You're right, not at the moment. I've got something better. I've been keeping something special for your birthday, Lizzie. But I think the need is greater now. Hey, come on. Hey, give me that box over there. Let's have a look at it. Where is it? Let's have a look. Now then. Oh, hey. Ooh, that's good, isn't it? Hey, listen. Hey, take this, hey. Ah, there it is. Chocolate.
Wow, chocolate! It's been ages since I've had chocolate.
I know, Lizzie, it's your favourite, but this damn one means you can't have it often. Happy early birthday, love.
Happy birthday. I'm not sure we should be eating this. After all, it was Dad's favourite.
I know, Lizzie, love, but we must think positive. Your dad will be fine.
Here you are then. Oh,
Thanks, Mum.
what's this then? Chocolate? Oh, Bert, have you been wasting your ration coupons again?
It was for a birthday. But listen, I figured now was a more appropriate time, considering.
Oh, you daft old bugger. Bert, where did you get that bar? It's not the normal stuff you can get, is it? Bert!
What?
Don't what me, you old sod. Now, where did you get that bar from?
Well, look, I was down the pub chatting to, old Frank, who told me that Peter Riley had got a stash of the stuff he was selling. Well, all he asked for was a bit of cash and some building materials that I had spare.
Peter Riley. The spiv? You mean to tell me this chocolate is black market? That it's hooky?
Oh, no, love, of course not. Well, not really. I mean, I paid for it, so it's not completely hook, is it? Anyway, it's for a good cause.
Robert Jeffrey Walker, what were you thinking? Getting involved in the black market is dangerous. Those people are criminals. We cannot eat this chocolate. Give it back, Bert. Stop laughing. This isn't funny. You'll encourage him. Oh. Just don't do it again, Bert. Them spivs are bad news.
Have some more chocolate, Grandma.
I don't mind if I do. Oh, nice.
I miss him, Mum.
Me too, love. Me too.
When do you think we'll find out he'll be okay?
I don't know, Lizzie. It'll depend on how quickly they can find out what happened. If his plane came down, it'll depend on where it crashed.
I hate this war.
Me too, love. Me too.
Could be worse, you know. Mrs. Butler lost her boy the other week.
What? You mean Gary Butler?
Yes, you went to school with him, didn't you?
He used to pull my hair when he sat behind me in arithmetic. I hated him at the time.
You used to come home crying about your hair. I remember going to speak to Mrs. Butler one day. She was so apologetic.
Yes, Gary was much nicer after that. He kissed me once, you know.
What?
Yeah, we were 15, I think. He kissed me after school once. Said he used to tease me because he liked me, you see. Arthur was furious even then. Said he would smack Gary one if he did it again. I told him he didn't own me and I could kiss anyone I liked.
Mum, you didn't.
I did. We went out once after that. He took me to the chippy down Headon Road. He bought me fish and chips and walked me home.
I never knew that. You never told me.
I was embarrassed. I'd never been kissed before. We broke up just after that, though. It took me years to figure out why. Apparently Arthur warned him off and told him that he'd beat him up if he looked at me again. I was furious with him when I found out. Made him sleep on the couch for a week after that.
That boy was always sweet on you, even when you were kids.
What, Gary?
No, Arthur, you plum. He came and asked me for your hand weeks before he asked you. I thought he'd change his mind, but then he popped the question. He's a good man. A bit jealous and possessive at first, but nevertheless, a good man. Hey, hang on a minute. I know you said no booze, but bugger that, love. Let me go for you. Let me have a look at this.
Dad.
Hey, look at this. I knew I had that in here. Come here. There we are. That old flask here. Give it here. Right. There you go. Let's get this drink here.
Hey, Dad, you can't give one to Lizzie. She's too young.
Hey, normally yes, but today no. She's old enough to work, so she's old enough to have a drink. I insist, Enid.
Yes, Dad.
Yeah, now then. You all got a drink? Yeah, right.
Yep.
Come on.
Yep.
Let's stand up. Come on, ready. To Arthur Parker, husband, a father, a good friend, but overall a good man. may be found safe and well.
To Arthur.
To Arthur.
And to Gary Butler. Even though he did pull my hair, he gave me my first kiss. I'll miss him. To Gary.
Gary.
To Gary.
Oh, that's nice.
Very good.
Oh, Lizzie, you look exhausted, love. How about getting some rest? God knows how long this raid'll last. And you have to be in work tomorrow.
I think I will.
You'll take the cot, Lizzie. Yeah, I think we all should get some rest.
Try and get some sleep. We might be in for a long night.
Yeah. Come on, love. Move over. Let's
Night,
get
Mum,
sorted.
night, Dad.
Here we go.
Yeah.
The night.
Yeah, night, love. Give us a kiss. Oh, heck, that's a sloppy one. Yeah, good night, love.
Dad, you asleep?
Yes, love.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Oh, Dad, I can't sleep.
I can tell that, love. What's up, eh? Well, other than the obvious.
Obvious?
Well, you've just found out your husband is missing. You're 6 months pregnant. And bloody Hitler is trying to kill us.
Oh, that obvious. It's just, well, what am I going to do? I mean, I know I've got the job in the factory, but I can hardly work once the baby's born now, can I? I've saved up some money from my job. And what with the money that Arthur sent home, I've got a little put away. But it's not going to last long now, is it? Lizzie brings a little in, but Fosters don't pay that well. It's nowhere near enough.
Well, if he's found, then you don't need to worry. If he's captured, then he will still get paid, you know.
And if his...
Enid.
Yeah, I know, stay positive, but what if?
Well, if the worst comes to the worst, of course you can carry on working down the factory. Me and your mum can look after the little one. You know she loves kiddies. Oh, and I'm sure Mr. Abel will keep your job on for you. He's an old school friend and he knows skilled labourers are to come by these days. What with all the men away fighting, eh? We've also got a little put away for a rainy day. We can help you out, love.
Dad, I can't take your money. I know you still get a few jobs building and repairing people's houses, and what with Mum's job on the trolleys, you've some coming in, but you need your money.
What for, love? Yeah, we have to pay a little on this place, but it's not like we have a lot of outgoings, is it, eh? But if we can't help our daughter in her hour of need, then what's the world coming to? I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but we will get by. We always do, us walkers. It will be fine, love. Just you see. I know you will make Arthur proud.
I'm scared.
Aye, I know, love. Shall I tell you what?
What, Dad?
So am I.
You? I thought you never got scared.
Of course I do, love. Only a fool never gets scared. Did I ever tell you about when I was at Wipers in 1917?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, it was October 1917. Our job was to try to capture a place called Passchendaele, somewhere in Belgium. Oh, it was cold. Bitterly cold. Oh, the mud. Well, you've never seen anything like it. It could swallow a man whole, could that mud. We were rolled up in our trenches, waiting for the word to advance. We had been sent ahead of the main force to dig and fortify the trenches. We engineers were supposed to be moved on to the next set of works, but the mud stopped us from moving. It stopped nearly everything from moving.
What did you do?
Well, wasn't much we could do. We tried to keep warm and keep our spirits up. Wasn't easy though.
Oh, it sounds horrible. You've never told any of this to me before.
Well, it's not easy to talk about. I still get the odd nightmares, you know. I lost a few good friends in those few weeks. What with the cold, hunger, and bloody Jerry taking pot shots at us. I can honestly tell you that I have never been so scared in my whole life. The fear, well, it would eat you up. We saw many men crack under the pressure. Shell shock, they called it. Some idiots tried to say they were cowards and should be shot. But I'm telling you, love, there's no cowardice to admit you were frightened in that hellhole.
Oh, Dad.
They say hell is full of fire and fury. But they are wrong. Hell is mud. Cold, wet, fear. And only a fool would not be scared in that place. So yes, I'm scared. Not as scared as I was then, but I know now that fear is nothing to be scared of. It makes us strong, it makes us think. We need fear if we are to survive this damn war. So don't be ashamed to admit to being scared. Just don't let the fear control you or rule your love.
Thanks, Dad. Do you know, somehow knowing you get scared makes me feel better in a small way.
Besides, this old shelter is almost bomb-proof. Well, you know that.
Yes, Dad. You may have mentioned it once or twice.
I may have a few times.
Bloody hell!
That was close, very close.
Damn right it was.
Oh, well, what if it hit our house, Bert? What if we've lost everything?
Listen, I'll go and check, love.
Dad, you can't go out there. It's suicide to go.
Listen, I'll be fine, love. This is no wipers, love.
Be careful, Dad. Just a quick look then. Here's the lamp.
Yeah, cheers.
Oh,
Oh, hey, so that. Oh. House looks okay.
oh,
I think it's a few doors down that got it. I'll go and check.
God.
Oi! Put out that light!
Charlie, is that you?
Bert? You okay, Bert?
Right as rain, Charlie. Just checking on the house. How you doing?
I'm alright, but you shouldn't have that light on out here.
Yeah, well, you know. Oh, hey, get in here, Charlie, quick. That's going to hit close. Oh, yeah.
Bert! Oh, are you alright, Bert? Oh.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine, love. Oh, dear, just a little bruised. Oh, dear, that was close.
Oh, no.
Oh, love. I think it landed close to the house, love.
Oh, no.
Dad, I think Charlie's hurt.
Charlie, what's up, mate?
Bert? Is that you, mate?
Yes, Charlie. Now, what's the problem, mate? What's the problem?
It's my arm, mate. It's bloody killing me.
Let me have a look, Charlie.
Oh.
I think it's broken, old friend. You're going to need that looking at. Listen, I'll go and see if I can find anyone around that can help, mate. All right?
You be careful out there, Bert. There's still a raid on, you know.
I'll be all right. You don't worry. Oh, gee.
Oh.
God.
What's up, Bert? What's the matter?
I think we're trapped. I think the stuff behind the door blocking it.
Oh, What are we going to do now?
Hey, well, look, what we aren't going to do is panic. That'll get us nowhere.
But what if we can't get out? What if we're really trapped here?
Ma'am, Dad's right. We can't panic. Let's see to Charlie first, then we can worry about getting out. There's still a raid on and we're safe in here for the moment.
Don't worry, Nana. Grandad will get us out.
Oh, yeah. You're right, Lizzie, love. Sorry. Come on, Charlie. Let's get you sat down.
Hey, now listen, where's that first aid kit? Hey? Ah, here it is. Hilda, you got anything we can use as a splint?
Oh, how about this jam-making spoon? Is that any good?
Oh, perfect. Hey, now listen, Charlie. I'm sorry, but this is going to wait a bit. Now, where's that hip flask? Now, take a swig of that, Charlie. It will help with the pain.
Okay, Bert, go ahead.
Ma'am, how are we going to get out of here?
I'm not sure, love. If your granddad can't get us out, we may need to wait for help. Once the raid is over, people will come looking for the injured. Hopefully we'll be found then.
What if we aren't?
Oh, Lizzie, love, let's not start with the what-ifs again.
But,
And no buts either.
yes, ma'am. I wish Dad was here.
Oh, so do I, love. But as Grandad says, this place is well built. We'll be fine.
Yeah, that's it, love. Yeah, that's there. You go there, Charlie.
Got it.
How bad was it? Hey, that should hold it for a little while. Hey, have a bit more of that, Charlie, for the pain, eh?
Oh, thanks, Bert. That feels a little bit better. What the hell happened?
Well, I think a bomb either landed on the house or in the garden. Either way, you were lucky you were so close. I think when you fell, you must have broken your arm.
Great. A dodgy arm to add to me gammy leg. Anyway, come on, help me up so I can get on with my patrol. Some of us have got a job to do, you know.
Yeah, about that, yeah.
Bert?
Well, we may be a little stuck in here.
Stuck? How?
Well, it seems that when the bomb landed, it threw some rubble across the door, and I can't open it.
Well, just try to climb over it.
Well, you see, the thing is...
Oh, Bert. Please tell me when you built this masterpiece, you didn't make the doors open outwards, did you?
I may have done, yeah.
Oh, Bert. Why would you have done that?
Well, it seemed a good idea at the time.
You silly old bugger. So we are trapped in here, are we?
Seems that way, I'm afraid.
Are you sure? Have you given the door a good shove?
Of course I have, but look, you're welcome to try again.
Well, maybe if we all try.
Nah, good idea. Come on, everyone. Maybe if we put our backs into it, we may be able to clear it. God, come on then. Charlie, are you trying? Push the bloody... Oh, my God.
I can't do it. Oh, no.
Yeah. Look, what did I tell you? It was stuck. Look, we're just going to have to wait for help.
I've got an important job to do. People are relying on me. I can't exactly do it stuck in here with you lot, you know.
Charlie Hopkins says no need to take that attitude. In case you hadn't noticed, being in here has probably saved your life and you're injured. You should be resting and not worrying about work.
I'm sorry, Hilda.
I should think so too.
How bad is it out there, Charlie?
It's quite bad tonight. Lots of incendiaries, as well as the usual ones. Keeping the fire lot busy, I can tell you.
Did you see anything near us?
Not that I've heard, but it's not my area to cover tonight.
What about our house? I don't suppose you saw anything before you got blown in here, did you?
Oh, Hilda, I'm sorry. It was all a bit of a blur, you know. But from what I did see, I think your house may have been partially hit. I'm sorry.
Oh, Bert! Oh, what are we going to do now?
Yeah, love, listen. We don't know for sure. But even if it has been hit, it's just a thing, and things can be rebuilt and replaced. So long as we have each other and our family, we will be fine.
Yes, but what if this is...
No what ifs from you as well, Hilda, my lass. We've had enough of those from Lizzie.
Oh, you think I had good reason?
Well, yes, but we can't keep going what if all night. We'll go mad doing that.
Huh?
Enid got a telegram this morning. Arthur is missing, and we don't know what's happened to him.
Hey, I'm sorry to hear that, Enid. Your Arthur is a strong man, though. It'll take more than anything old Jerry can throw at him to keep him away from you.
Oh, thanks, Charlie. And Mum, if your house is damaged or worse, then he can always stay with us. We've loads of room.
Oh, thank you, love. That's very kind of you, but we've over 30 years of memories in that house. We moved in when we got married. Both you and Frank were born in that house. Those kind of memories not easily replaced.
Well, we won't know till we get out of here, will we? Look, there's no point in worrying about something we aren't sure of yet.
Well, what do we do now?
Well, there's not much we can do, is there, till morning?
What time is it now?
4:30. Raid should be over soon. Now, Jerry will want his sleep, you know. We might as well get as comfortable as we can be. Yeah.
There's only 4 chairs, mate.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Hopkins. You have mine. I'll lie on the cot.
Are you sure, Lizzie?
No problem at all, Mr. Hopkins.
Oh, thank you. You do know, Hilda, this shelter has probably just saved your lives.
Yeah, what?
Well, if that bomb was as close as we think it was, a normal shelter would have done you no good. We don't like to talk about it, but those Anderson shelters, they won't take a direct hit or even a close hit.
See, I told you, love.
Yes, love, you did.
This monster that Bert has built is the only shelter other than one of those communal ones that could withstand a blast like that one.
Dear me. Oh, my God.
What? I thought you'd be pleased.
Am I pleased that this concrete monstrosity saved all our lives? Well, yes, I am. Am I pleased to know that any other shelter would not have done? That all the time and money Bert spent on this thing was worth it? Well, yes, I am.
So, what's the problem then?
Well, he's never going to bloody stop going on about it now.
See, I told you, didn't I? Didn't I say that this thing was worth the effort? Suffers all boats, didn't I say?
Yes, Dad, you did.
Oh, thank God for that. Now all we need to do is to get out of here.
Don't worry, Hilda. They'll get us out. We just need to sit tight and wait for them.
Hey, while we wait, anyone for another drop?
Yeah, lovely.
Hey, I got that down yet.
That's lovely.
Hey, bottoms up.
How much longer are we going to have to wait?
Patience, Hilda. It won't be much longer.
Much longer? We have been sat here all night. We will never get out of here.
Of course we will. They will find us soon and get us out of here.
How do you know? We could be buried under tons of rubble. We could be here for days and we don't have enough food or water for that.
Look, don't be silly, Hilda, love. Look, I'm sure that there's not too much blocking the door.
Well, I hope it's soon.
I'm sure it will be.
It had better be. I need to pee.
Well, you're welcome to use the pot.
Bert, Charlie's here. I can't go in front of him.
Oh, what was that?
Nothing, Charlie.
Hilda needs to go.
Well, we all do.
No, Charlie. She needs to go.
Oh, Bert, why did you have to go and tell him that for?
Well, I can go and stand in the corner if you want. I'll shut my eyes.
I can't do that. You'll be able to hear.
Well, I'll try to put my fingers in my ears then. Oh,
Shut up, Bert. Stop,
yeah.
Bert, stop laughing. Oh, no, Enid, not you as well. It's not fair. You're both picking on me.
Oh, ma'am, don't worry. We aren't picking on you. It's just what with all that's going on. Us being trapped and Charlie's broken arm and Arthur. Well, let's not dwell on all that, but with all of that, you're worried about peeing in a pot.
Well, it's not decent, is it?
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
I'll hold on a little while longer.
Well, that's up to you, love, but the pot's not going anywhere.
Oh, I'm sure we're going to get out of here very soon.
Oh, well, you've changed your tune.
Oh, I need to go now.
You're kidding.
It's all this talking about it. It made me want to go.
What are you, 5?
Oh, where's the pot?
Hey, you're not going to go in here, Charlie Hopkins. There are ladies and children present.
Oh, but Hilda.
Don't you but Hilda me.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
Tie a knot in it.
Oh, but we could be in here for hours. I'll burst.
Oh, well, you should have gone before.
Before? Before what?
Hello? Anyone alive in there?
Oh, yes. Yeah, we're here.
Yes, yes.
Oh, thank God for that.
Great stuff. Hang on, we'll have you out in a jiffy.
See? I knew we'd get out.
Lizzie, wake up, love.
Ma'am? What's going on, ma'am?
We're getting out of here, love. It's time to go.
I was dreaming about Dad. I dreamt he came home.
He will, love. I'm sure he will. Come on, let's go home.
Give it a push, man.
What about a hand? Oh, yeah. All right, yeah. But look, you can put your bum into it, can't you? Go on, push.
Oh, Bert. Our house. Our lovely house. It's gone.
Not all of it, love. Look, it's not as bad as it looks. I'm sure there's stuff we can rescue. And look, and we will rebuild.
You can stay with us, ma'am. It'll be fine.
Oh, you've got enough on with that, with the baby and Arthur missing and all that.
Oh, don't be silly. We'd love to have you around.
Come on, Nana. We need to stick together now.
Yes, you're right. Well, come on then. We better get on with it. Bomber's maybe back tonight.
Ma'am, you coming?
Yes, Lizzie. I'm coming.
What's the matter?
It's just have a feeling that if it wasn't for this shelter your Grandad built, then we wouldn't be stood here. That this little one wouldn't have had a chance. She may never meet her dad, but at least now there's a chance.
She?
Just a feeling, love. Just a feeling.
Well, I'm sure when she grows up, we can tell her all about the night this shelter saved her life. Saved all our lives. We'll tell her all about it. You, me and Dad. Come on, ma'am. They're waiting for us.
Come on, then.
But he was fine, wasn't he? I remember Great Grandad Arthur from when I was little.
Yes, he survived the crash that brought his plane down, but he was captured by the Germans and taken to a prisoner of war camp in Germany. He never really talked about it much, other than one night on his 60th birthday. He'd had a bit to drink and told a few tales. Most of them were not very pleasant.
He never spoke about it other than that time?
No, but that was very common. They didn't know about post-traumatic stress disorder back then, and it wasn't the done thing to talk about your problems. People would bottle them up inside.
Poor Gramps.
He did tell one funny story that night. Apparently, every morning the guards would line up the prisoners for inspection by the camp commandant. Commandants were normally nasty pieces of work, and the prisoners would have to be very careful about how they reacted around them. Anyway, there was one commandant who Dad said was a decent sort. You know, just a normal man doing a horrible job. Anyway, He'd line them all up and shout, "Heil Hitler!" Normally, the prisoners would keep quiet, but once one bloke stuck 2 fingers up and blew a raspberry at him. Instead of being punished like Dad expected him to be, the Commandant laughed, and soon all the soldiers were doing it. He thought it was very funny. Sadly, it wasn't long before the Jerrys replaced him, and then things got worse. Mam said the man that came back from Germany in 1945 was not the one that left. She still loved him, but she once told me it was very hard.
But this place saved your life.
Yes, mine and the rest of my family. This shelter was so much stronger than the normal shelters. It saved everyone's lives when the bomb hit, although the house was destroyed. Great-Grandad Bert rebuilt the house and saved the shelter, but over the years it became overgrown until your dad did some work on it recently.
Wow, that's amazing. Hi, Dad. Yes, we're in the old shelter. Yes, Gran is with me. Okay, we're coming. Bye, Dad.
Time to go?
Yes, we need to get going if we're going to get to the cenotaph for the remembrance service.
Okay, love. I'll just be a few more minutes.
Best air raid shelter in all this is.
Arthur is a fine man, a fine brave man.
Two hours. Get in here, Charlie, quick, that's going to be close.
It's just have the feeling that if it wasn't for this shelter your Grandad built, then we wouldn't be stood here. That this little one wouldn't have had a chance.
Here, love, have a look at this.
That's a great photo, Gran. Is that them?
Yep, that's me, Mam and Dad, Lizzie, my Gran and Grandad, and that's me, little me.
Wow, you were cute.
Yeah, I guess I was. Go on, love. I'll follow you out. I'm just going to leave the photo here. You know.
Sure, Gran. Take your time.
Thanks, Grandad. Thanks, Mam and Dad. I love you. I miss you all. Come in, Rebecca.
You've been listening to Shelter from the Bombs, written and directed by Martin James and performed by members of the South Bank Players, Barton-on-Humber. The play starred Ian Neave as Bert, Wendy Pankhurst as his wife Hilda, Janine Guy as their daughter Enid, Holly Donaldson as Enid's daughter Lizzie, James McAllister as Charlie the air raid warden, Sue Clark as Roberta, Enid's second daughter, and Alex Campion as Roberta's granddaughter. Second air raid rescue warden was Martin James, and the voiceover was by Liz Drury. We hope you enjoyed the play. For more information on the South Bank Players, please follow our Facebook page, SBPlayers.